Hi, so this is another video blog, and it might also end up being a response. I just joined a group or fan club on YouTube, and I noticed one of my subscribers had it, and that's why I joined it and found it. And it's called YouTube G.I. Joe Fan Club, and I'm assuming it was started by Awesome Dude 113, who's a cool kid. I've seen a few of his videos, and he's pretty creative. Um, and also, it's really cool that as a teenager, I'm assuming, he or kid, he has a passion for at least one rather large, um, old school toy, and I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if where his passion for that vehicle comes from, but um, it's cool. Um, so anyway, this is a response video to what at the time it doesn't look like much discussion has been going on. Um, it says, first topic, okay. For this discussion, the topic is how long have you been collecting G.I. Joe toys, if you have any, and why do you collect them? And I can say that it's been about uh, over 10 years. Unlike some people who, for whatever other reason, never stopped collecting from the first time they got their first G.I. Joe, I did stop collecting because I moved away and moved in with someone, and used to live in Salem, Oregon, and we moved to Southern Oregon, um, where he went to college, and didn't even think anything about toys. Um, I don't even know if I was still buying toys, you know, by then. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have that memory. And so I stopped collecting or buying toys. I don't think then I even knew what collecting was. You know, this is before I had access to the internet. This is before YouTube. Um, Even as far as I know, was before eBay. And the reason I say that is because um, must have been in 1998 or 2000, somewhere around there, um, because I moved away in 95, 96. A friend of mine, she was on a site called eBay, and she was looking for something for her sister, and I was like, what is this eBay? And I know that I must have got on eBay, and I don't know what was in the stars or what made it where I would want to look up a G.I. Joe figure, but I looked up a G.I. Joe figure, and it was I don't know if it was already opened or not, but it was a Serpentor with Chariot, and the reason why I must have picked that was because I figured, oh, I'll just buy one. I don't know why I'm wanting to buy one, but I'll buy one. And that way I'll have both a vehicle of some sort and a figure of some sort. And it's also kind of cool because it was a gift that was given to me and my brother. We both got the same figure when our grandmother went and took us to buy a G.I. Joe. And I'm thinking that might have been my first G.I. Joe, because I only seem to have memories of things from um, 87 on. I don't know if I knew what a G.I. Joe was before 1987. I'm thinking maybe that's because that's when the actual cartoon started coming on, or at least I first caught it, because I don't remember the miniseries that much. So yeah, I think it must have been that. So anyway, I collected that, and then I just seemed to get more and more and more, and I wish I could remember the discussions me and my roommates must have had. You know, why is this guy buying all these toys? And somehow we've survived it. So, I would say, yeah, a little over 11, 10 years, you know. And I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but so it was before eBay and before yojo.com. So I must have then gone to yojo.com somehow. And then from there, I must have found out about news groups. And that's what we had before all these G.I. Joe sites seemed to pop up, and all these forums and YouTube. And so it just has gone on from there. And yes, of course, I do have some toys, as you can see from my videos. And why do I collect them? It's mostly kind of what I'm doing right now. You know, I'm talking, and hopefully people are listening and interested in my opinions as I am in theirs. And I think it's just so much more about interaction, even though I'm not interacting with these people, you know, in person. In some way, I feel like um, I'm having communication with people, and I wouldn't be having communication or be doing any of these things if it wasn't for GI Joe. Um, Not saying that you can't do um, video blogs and stuff, but there's just certain things you can do when you collect the figures, and certain things you can't do. I know there's lots of people that watch the cartoon only, collect the comics only, do the toys only, don't own any toys. I mean, we run the gamut, you know. And yeah, so I think that's pretty much all I need to do. And I'm not sure how this submit a video thing works. Maybe it's one per topic. And so anyway, so that's why I collect. It's interesting. I always joke that, you know, I'm sending kids through college. You know, think about all the designers and website people and corporate people and just anybody and everybody who's getting a job and employment from us collectors, parents buying them for their kids, um, kids buying them with their allowance. I wish I had allowance when I was a kid, but I only got $20 on Christmas that I know of, and so most of the time that's where I got my GI Joe figures, and so I think that's another reason why I didn't have so many. And I guess that's another reason to collect, if you can, is a chance to get things that you never even knew existed, or maybe you knew they existed, but you couldn't have them as a kid, so to have them now as an adult, because I will share, since I almost am up on 10 minutes, is that I have one thought of going to Toys R Us that has stuck with me for the longest time, and that is seeing a cardboard 3D hanging display of, I guess, you know, now I know it was the Defiant space shuttle complex thing, and I don't even know if as a kid I knew what that was, or if it was just a display, or yeah, it'd be nice if I remembered all the memories. So anyway, I think I've rambled on enough, and I think I've answered the question, and I thank you for watching. All right, see you guys, and sooner or later, gals, I hope, later. Um, Bye.